Today we'll be talking about, by we, I mean I, and I'll be talking about something I've never touched upon before, never in my writing either. I'm talking about wrestling. Like, if you grew up in the 90s, you remember WWE, which later became WWF, which later became WWE. And we loved it. Like, uh, it was the most entertaining shit out there. Cricket was aspirational. You wanted to be a cricketer, but nobody wanted to be a wrestler. It was just pure entertainment, and we knew it was scripted. We knew a lot of it was fake. The blood was real, but the cuts were fake. We knew it. Eventually, we came to know it, obviously. Uh, but we loved it. We loved the whole script, the way wrestlers used to gate crash, and all those, high metal music, intro music, beautifully done, like amazing stuff. My favorites were Steve Austin, The Rock, Mike Foley. Love these guys. So among the tag teams, I loved Hardy Boys, for they were like very agile, very gymnastic, very acrobatic. Uh, I even before watching them, like when I was in first standard, second, third, we used to have their pictures like a trump card, not really a trump card, but more of like papery trump card, which didn't have the scores. I think it was just used to have their pictures. And back then we used to have Tatanka, Yokozuna, Razor Ramon, who was a very cool wrestler with his toothpick dangling on his like lower lip. Amazing guy. Never saw these guys wrestle. Never. Only saw them on those pictures, like those trump card sized pictures. We used to collect, and we used to play. It was like our earliest introduction to gambling. And since I grew up in a chawl, and things were very unregulated, so to speak, so we loved that. Those were our earliest heroes. Uh, uh, British Bulldog, uh, Lex Luger, or he was an Iron Man. That was his title, I think. Papa Shango, Repo Man. Uh, so many characters, man. So many characters. Like I said, like never saw them wrestle. Like by the time we got our television, like my family got uh, our first television when I was in fifth, I think. We got our first colored TV when I was in eighth. So we saw it pretty late, and the television didn't last long. My fascination with wrestling didn't last long. By ninth, I had already given up. I moved to football, and I was more interested in Liverpool, and so I didn't follow. So it's been over 2 decades now. I've followed any of these guys, right? So when I recently started reading about what happened to them, and like so many people had such terrible life, man, like uh, dying very young, like in their 30s. British Bulldog died in his 30s. Test died in his 30s. Eddie Guerrero, Umaga, uh, uh, Bret Hart's brother, Owen Hart. So many people died in their 30s. And then there were people who died in their 40s too. China, that lady, she died in her 40s. Very tragic, like if you read about their story, like how steroids messed them up, and uh, they got into drugs and whatnot. Kamala, he had diabetes, and he had to get rid of his legs. That was tragic. So he was wheelchair bound. So all these people who were just names and pictures to me, I read about them much later, like 90s, 40s, 2010s. So, and when you read about them and you realize that a part of your childhood, you never really knew them. They were just names. Because by the time I saw them on television, the popular ones, Rock and Austin and all, they were doing fine, right? Even today, they are doing great. You hardly get to know tragic side of that generation. It's the generation which preceded them who didn't do that great, right? Uh, so yeah, so it's kind of like sweet and sour to dwell into this piece of history. Like we used to, as kids, we used to have squabbles over who is stronger. Like we used to have imaginary fights. Like what will happen if Ultimate Warrior fought uh, Giant, Andre the Giant, whatever. Like we used to have random like arguments because this was much before television. Television didn't reach our chawl at all, which happened much later. So when I think about these personalities, I feel that it's like there's hardly any connect, right? I'm pretty sure like if I go back to my childhood friends whom I haven't seen in a long time, and I have this conversation and I ask them like, do you know what happened to blah blah blah? And they won't have any idea. Right. But if I told them कि मतलब यार कि this is what happened to this person, and then it will be like, oh, it's sad, it's tragic. And speaking of tragedy, there is one movie that every 90s kid, every WWF fan should watch. It's by Darren Aronofsky, the wrestler, uh, which was a comeback film for Mickey Rourke. Amazing film. Like that song in the end, it was written over a flight. Bruce Springsteen wrote it and sang it. Have you ever seen a One Trick Pony? So yeah, I thought I'll just share these musings from a walk down the memory lane. And I'm sure that there must be 90s kids out there who might relate to some of this, if not all of it.